Good day, sir. Now, we will explain or discuss the correlation between the four characteristics of the following. First is globalization. Second is social injustice and poverty. Third is poor or lack of education. And the fourth is corruption and anomie. And also, their association with drug trafficking and abuse. Before we will discuss the four characteristics, I will first discuss about what is drug trafficking and abuse. So what is drug trafficking? Drug trafficking means selling or trading illegal drugs. This includes producing, transporting, and selling drugs such as meth, heroin, or cocaine. Drug traffickers move these drugs across different places and try to hide from the police to avoid getting caught. So now, what is drug abuse? Drug abuse occurs when someone takes drug in a way that is harmful to them, such as when they are used excessively or for purposes other than medical ones. This can lead to addiction, health problems, and trouble in their personal life. People who abuse drugs often find it hard to stop, which can hurt themselves and others around them. So, to put it briefly, drug trafficking is about selling different drugs, and drug abuse is using those drugs in harmful ways. Now, we will proceed to the first characteristics, which is globalization. So what is globalization? Globalization is when countries become more connected through trade, technology, communication, and travel. It allows people, ideas, and products to move freely between nations and creating strong international connection. So while it has many benefits like economic growth and cultural exchange, it also has downsides. So how globalization relates to drug trafficking and abuse? So one major downside is how globalization makes drug trafficking easier. For instance, drug traffickers can use international shipping and internet to move drugs across borders more easily. They take advantage of global supplies change. They take advantage of global supply chains and banking systems to transport drugs illegally. So as drugs become easier to get through these global networks, the risk of drug abuse increases. Some communities that didn't have access to these drugs before are now more exposed. Globalization also sometimes brings cultural influences that may make drug use more common in areas where it was not seen before. So, in summary, while globalization brings countries closer together, it also helps the illegal drugs trade grow, leading to more drug abuse. This shows the need for countries to work together to fight the global drug problem, as no country is completely safe from its effects.
In the Philippines, there is a close relationship between the problems of social injustice and poverty and detrimental practices such as drug trafficking and abuse, due to the gross inequity, more specifically in urban and non-urban areas. There are more conditions under which adverse circumstances, in particular, people, especially from the poor, tend to engage in drug dealing or even abusing drugs. The absence of affordable housing, healthcare, education, and jobs makes them poorer and pushes them to drug trade to earn a living. Such as hopelessness arises from underdevelopment with many of its elements leaving out the weak and the vulnerable. Herein, drug trafficking is no longer merely an outcome of economic poverty, but one of the outcomes of social exclusion. So, there is a definite correlation between social injustice and drug abuse in the Philippines. And this can be seen in the manner that the people engaged in the drug trade are treated differently, while targets of the barge are mainly the downtrodden individuals. So the wealthier the person or those are that politically inclined easily escape from the arm of the law. So this gap is symptomatic of other issues prevalent in our society, where the rich are protected at the scene of the cheap. So a social phenomenon that stands out due to the relationship of the slums in the Metro Manila example. So people in this situation, commonly women and children, are usually poor from the urban slums and live in a very confined spaces and are more than just drug traffics and who are exploited in the drug business.
Now I will discuss the third characteristic, which is poor and lack of education. Now, what is poor and lack of education? Being poor means living with very limited resources, often struggling to meet the basic needs like food and shelter. But when combined with lack of education, it becomes more than just material hardship. It's about being cut off from opportunities and the tools needed to improve one's life. Without education, people miss out on the skills, knowledge, and confidence needed to break the cycle of poverty. Consider a young child in a small rural village who is obligated to labor by her family and therefore unable to attend school. Without education, she cannot read or acquire other talents that might lead to a brighter future. Association of poor and lack of education with drug trafficking and abuse, people who are uneducated and poor are frequently more open to temptation of illegal business, like drug trafficking. Considering the lack of reliable sources of income and lack of knowledge about the potential consequences, engaging in drug trade may appear like a simple solution. Unfortunately, people with less education may not realize the full extent of the physical and legal risks associated with drug use. Some consider selling or carrying drugs to be among their limited options for earning money if they are unable to obtain decent employment. However, populations with lower levels of knowledge might not be able to identify the dangers of drug misuse, and using drugs can become a coping mechanism for individuals facing difficult circumstances on a regular basis. One of the examples is a teenager without formal schooling in urban slum may be tempted in by drug dealer because he is in need of money. He is unaware of the possible harm for his future and health, as well as the legal consequences. Although this appears to him to be a temporary fix for his problems, it frequently keeps him engaged in a cycle of crime and addiction. In summary, people are more likely to enter risky realm of drug misuse and trafficking when they are experience both poverty and ignorance. In addition to information, education gives people options, hope, and ability to make wiser decisions. It might hold the key to ending the cycle, giving people the opportunity to pursue better prospects and stay away from drug-related dangers.
Now, the last characteristic is the corruption and anomie. Corruption and anomie are different yet greatly impact drug trafficking and abuse. Corruption involves the abuse of power, lack of accountability, and weakened institutions. These factors directly facilitate drug trafficking by either allowing smugglers to bribe officials for protection or to ignore certain illegal activities. Furthermore, corruption inhibits law enforcement and judicial systems from effectively combating drug trafficking. It also erodes public confidence and inhibits serious public health responses and treatment options for the abuse of drugs. Anomie refers to a state of normlessness with social instability that provides ideal conditions
for drug abuse and trafficking. In such an anomic society, individuals feel increased stress and instability, making them more susceptible to drug use as a coping strategy. Where the elements of traditional norms and values are broken down. The possibility of involvement in illegitimate activities like drug trafficking is higher because societal constraints are weakened. The disruptions of social cohesion and support given by anonymity reduces effectiveness in efforts at preventing and treating drug abuse. Sometimes, corruption and anomie can reinforce one another. Corruption enhances anomie through acts that destroy faith in both institutions and social norms. On the other hand, anime provides an environment within which corruption will flourish through lowered societal values that would make help avoid unethical behavior. Where there is both corruption and anime, this might be a place where drug trafficking and abuse could be hugely worse. Corruption permits drug traffickers to carry on their activities without any obstacle and breeds abuse, whereas anime increases drug dependence and lowers intervention strategies.
In conclusions, all of the topic, it has improved connectivity between nations, enhanced their economies. Globalization also fostered and assisted criminal activities like the drug trade by giving traffickers the opportunity to utilize global networks. This interconnectivity facilitates transportations and distributions of drugs more smoothly and makes them easily available, thus escalating the risk of drug abuse in many regions. It thus calls for a united approach in handling this global issue to ensure effective measures against drug trafficking and its far-reaching impacts. Social justice and poverty in the Philippines create a of drugs trafficking and substance abuse. The disparity between the poor and the rich shows a general trend of social exclusion, where drug-related criminal activities often become an option for earning livelihood among the most disadvantaged people. The misery of the people in urban slums, more so in respect of women and children, presents a whole gamut of poignant underdevelopment of exploitation, a complete chasm between governmental promises and grassroots realities concerning the vulnerable sections of society. The educations and economic support deal especially with the situations of vulnerability to drug trafficking and abuse. Economic hardship and lack of educational opportunities drive people into hazardous solutions like drug trade, which many times occurs simply because of the lack of awareness regarding long-term consequences. By giving them education and economic opportunities, the people are empowered with the knowledge and skills they need for legitimate success, and the appeal of illegal activities and reduced.